A new power has stepped into the Venezuela crisis, and it's not subtle. As Washington tightens its grip after Maduro's capture, Moscow has picked up the phone. Russia is signaling that Venezuela is no longer just a regional flashpoint. It is now a global test of power, sovereignty, and limits. Within hours of the U.S. operation that removed Nicolas Maduro from Venezuela, Moscow made its move. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov held a direct phone call with Venezuela's executive vice president, Delcy Rodriguez. The message was blunt: Russia stands with Venezuela. In a statement released afterward, Russia's foreign ministry said Lavrov expressed firm solidarity with the Venezuelan people in the face of armed aggression. Moscow pledged continued support for Venezuela's sovereignty, language that sharply contrasts Washington's framing of the operation. The timing matters. The call came shortly after President Donald Trump publicly confirmed that U.S. Special Forces had captured Maduro and taken him out of the country following large-scale strikes. According to Moscow, both sides agreed on the need to prevent further escalation and to seek a political path forward through dialogue, while reaffirming the Russia-Venezuela strategic partnership. Under Venezuela's constitution, Delcy Rodriguez stands next in line. But Trump has made clear that Washington intends to shape what comes next. Speaking to Fox News, Trump said the U.S. could not take a chance on letting someone simply replace Maduro. Washington continues to insist Maduro is illegitimate. A $50 million bounty had been offered for information leading to his arrest. Now, the U.S. Justice Department has indicted Maduro and his wife on sweeping drug trafficking charges. Russia's intervention reframes the crisis, not as a domestic Venezuelan issue, but as a precedent. Russia warns that if this can happen to Venezuela, it can happen to any state. And then comes Tehran. Iran's foreign minister called Venezuela's leadership to condemn what he described as U.S. military aggression and the abduction of a legitimate president. Iran labeled the operation state terrorism, a violation of international law and national sovereignty, reinforcing a growing bloc of opposition to Washington's actions. What began as a rapid U.S. strike has now triggered a global reaction. Russia speaks, Iran aligns, and Venezuela becomes the latest battleground in a widening struggle over power, precedent, and who decides the fate of nations.
The capture of Venezuela's president is no longer just a regional crisis. It has triggered a global diplomatic confrontation. Now, China has broken its silence after U.S. forces captured Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro. Calling the move a blatant use of force, China says Washington has crossed a serious line. China says it is deeply shocked. In a sharply worded statement, Beijing condemns the U.S. military strike on Venezuela and the capture of its president. China's foreign ministry calls the action a blatant violation of international law, saying Venezuela's sovereignty has been trampled. Beijing accuses Washington of hegemonic behavior, warning that the move threatens peace and security across Latin America and the Caribbean. China says it firmly opposes the use of force against a sovereign state and rejects any justification offered by the United States. Earlier, Iran and Russia launched a scathing attack on U.S. over its Venezuela operation. Tehran's foreign ministry issued a lengthy condemnation, calling the attack a clear breach of Venezuela's sovereignty and international law. Iran describes the operation as unlawful, warning that such actions undermine global stability and set a dangerous precedent. Russia also responded swiftly and forcefully. In a rare early morning statement, Moscow accused the United States of committing armed aggression. The Russian Foreign Ministry rejects Washington's justification outright, calling it untenable. Moscow says ideological hostility has replaced diplomacy and warns that escalation could spiral beyond control. From Beijing to Tehran to Moscow, major powers are lining up against Washington's move.
Donald Trump posted a Venezuela raid video showing multiple blasts in capital Caracas. Minutes later, he follows up with a photo he claims shows Nicolas Maduro in U.S. custody.
Times of India videos, your daily dose of India and the world. Global news, different views, and sharp analysis.
Pressure of expectation from your fans, your supporters.
That has often served as a backdrop for several Bollywood.
You're not a brute majority anymore. If you individually take out Tera,
Making sense of global conflicts. Tracking the new emerging world order.
strike on Israeli military bases.
A multi-pronged
to stay out of harm's way as Israel started bombing targets across.
Understanding changing alliances in a polarized world. Tune into TOI videos for all this and more. Click on the bell icon to subscribe and never miss an update.